Dear February, you were the start of a new chapter, and the exact starting point was crossing the Rhine River to get to Germany, with a couple of stops in Mannheim, Frankfurt, a snowy winter landscape, Eisenach, and finally the next stop, Leipzig. This is my new home for the next couple of months, and of course it needed to start with a culinary delight and some walks. In this case, I was passing by the main train station, where I later grabbed my dinner. And I already had lunch with a colleague before starting work, and had some shelving on a leash. But this was only a short first trip to the city, because I needed to go back to Paris to settle some last things. It was a moody morning. I boarded at 5:20. And I must say, I was so relieved to be back home for this very comforting mirror selfie. Of course, as an Austrian, the opera ball was a must-see, and I was excited for a very sad but long overdue meeting with my girls for our final goodbyes. And I needed to get in some shots of my favorite metro stations and metros before my family came to help me move my stuff to the new country. This time with a car. And our last evening in Paris was a wonderful candlelight in the Eiffel Tower. And it even sparkled me goodbye. How magical. Now it was time for the last shots in my ex-apartment and to get some food before we all went en route to Germany by car. We went through France, Belgium, where we had a little waffles spot before we reached Leipzig in the early morning and had burgers for lunch to fuel us up. And pizza was also part of the menu with some pasta sauce, until it was time to explore the city with an hop-on, hop-off bus, and we had a look at this very significant monument, which had even a traffic light to go up to the top. We saw a castle, the summer residence of a famous German writer, and colorful and very on-brand architecture for Leipzig. A little bit of strings were part of Leipzig as well in the so-called Gewandhaus. And we were so in love with the burgers that we needed to get them once more as a family before it was time to say goodbye and eat my lunch alone on my balcony. Dear February, thank you.